Alright, so I was browsing forums the other day and I saw this post, and it was basically one of those MGTOW posters. I forgot the specifics. I think it was something like the international symbol of marriage and then a man bowing down and offering his credit card. And anyway, pretty much this guy posted the picture, and all the responses were MGTOW are a bunch of virgins who can't get laid. So I made another video about this before, except that video was more suggestive. Like that was like, this is my opinion. But now it's like, yeah, I know this for a fact now. Here's the deal. You can't spread the name MGTOW. It doesn't work. When you try to spread the name, basically what happens on the forum basically happened. It was, oh, they're a bunch of virgins who can't get laid. They gave up, or something like that. And how can you blame them? If they search up MGTOW and this is the first thing they see, or chances are they've heard of MGTOW already from the mainstream media or from the pickup artist community. So they come in already with these notions. So you have to spread the concept first. You have to spread how unfair the family courts are. You have to talk about gold diggers and all women are like that. You have to point out that life is great even if you don't have a woman. You have to spread the concept first. And only after they have accepted the concept, then you can spread the name. And sometimes even after they accept the concept, sometimes they still don't accept the name because they still have this idea that MGTOW are bitter virgins. So you have a person who is MGTOW in every way. They won't ever date women, but they still don't call themselves MGTOW. They still refuse to call themselves MGTOW because they have this idea. And the thing is, that's fine. That's fine because we're not the MRAs. We're not a political movement. We're not trying to achieve change on a grand scheme. We're just individual people. And if someone goes around effectively MGTOW but not calling themselves MGTOW, then that's great. Who cares if they call themselves MGTOW? Anyway, I've converted a couple people to MGTOW myself. And sometimes I don't even tell them what MGTOW is. I kind of just explain the concept, and then even after I explain the concept and their MGTOW, I don't even tell them name MGTOW. They just go around being MGTOW. And generally, what I found works is you have to go from easiest to hardest. So usually, what's easiest is to bitch about family courts and domestic law, because that pretty much everyone will agree is in the favor of the woman. Then after that, you bitch about feminism. Now, normally this would be hard because it's politically incorrect, but the feminists have managed to destroy themselves to the point where this is number two. And then after that, you bitch about gold diggers and all women are like that. And then you demonstrate that your life is glorious without women. You make comments about how life is so much easier because you don't have to deal with being in a relationship. How you don't have to think about earning insane amounts of money because you have no interest in attracting a woman. You basically make other men jealous of you and your lifestyle. Basically, things that make your life easier because you're not thinking about dating a woman. And I'm starting to think that this may be better to put before just bitching about gold diggers and all women are like that, because it does have a more positive tone. So maybe I'll make this number three instead of number four. And then after you demonstrate that your life is good without women, then you make people question if they really need to be with women. And this is important. You have to do this after you have demonstrated that your life is great because you don't have women in it. Because men are hardwired to want to be with women. So getting people to question that is very difficult. But demonstrating that life is great as an eternal bachelor is easier. So you only get people to question why they feel the need to be with women after you have convinced them that life can be great without women. And then the sixth and final step is to throw out the name MGTOW. And sometimes I don't even go that far. And sometimes I stop after I get them to question why they feel the need to court women. Sometimes I don't even give them the name MGTOW because I don't really see any point in that. Because if they act MGTOW, then they're MGTOW. You don't have to go around calling yourself MGTOW to be MGTOW. At any rate, stop trying to spread the name MGTOW because it doesn't work. This fantasy that some MGTOW have where you throw out the name and people see the name MGTOW and they're like, oh, what is this? They search it up. And they're like, oh my god, these are such great ideas. Why didn't I realize this before? I'm totally gonna do this now. Or this is amazing. I never actually questioned that. This fantasy that a lot of MGTOW have, it doesn't happen. When people see the name MGTOW, they think bitter virgins. They don't think, oh my god, why didn't I think of this? So you can only spread the name MGTOW after you have spread the underlying concept. And sometimes you don't even spread the name MGTOW at all. Sometimes you just spread the underlying concept and then you call it a day because who cares if people go around calling themselves MGTOW? Cheers.